What we are going to do today basically on a high level is that we will be starting a new topic, okay, and that is called as maths for coding. Okay, so to solve certain not certain but in fact most of the coding questions, you would be expected to know some most fundamental techniques of maths. So those techniques could be testing how a number is prime or not, if the number is prime or not, and testing that in a very efficient manner, or maybe getting all the factors of a number in a very efficient manner. So there are different ways of doing these things, but here what we are going to learn is we are going to learn some really fast techniques to get those done. Okay, so to start with, maybe let's take a problem. The problem says that you have been given an array of size n. Okay, so this is an integer array of size n which is given to you. Now the contents of this array is I can say that any element array I will belong to something from this set. Okay, that is, any ith element will be some number in between 0 to n minus 1, where n is the size of the array. Okay, so no element in the array will be smaller than 0 or greater than n minus 1. Okay, and one thing is also guaranteed, that all the elements of this array are distinct. Okay, so all the elements are distinct, and any element is just a number chosen in between this range. So can I make a statement that this array which I am going to have will be nothing but a permutation of this thing? Can I say it? I can say that, right? So the array will basically be a permutation of numbers from 0 to n minus 1. So let us take an example. So let's say the array looks like 1, 3, 0, 2, and this is perfectly correct because the size of my array is 4, and as I said, any element that you see will be something in between 0 to 4 minus 1, which is 3. Okay, and all the elements will be distinct. So this is nothing but a permutation of 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is the kind of input that will be given to you. Now the question simply says that if so basically question wants you to change the array in such a way that if you see that array I is equals to j, then array j should be transformed to I. So if this is the condition, if array I is j, then you should transform the array into something like this, that array j should now become equal to I. This is what is expected. So read through this statement again. I mean, if I apply this kind of transformation on the array, if array I is j, then I am going to make array j equals to I. What will be the output array that I would get? Can somebody tell me that? Let us try to do it. So if I write these elements here again, 1, 3, 0, 2. So let's say this is my original array. Okay, I see that let me write indices over here. So the indices are 0, 1, 2 and 3. So if array of 0 is 1, then what should be the, according to this, what you are seeing, array of 0 is equal to 1. So if array of 0 is equals to 1, then array of 1 should be made equal to 0. And what is array of 1? The element at this position. So this should be transformed to 0. Okay, now you come over here. Here you see that array of 1 is 3. If array of 1 is 3, then array of 3 should be made 1. So array of 3 should be made 1. Okay, now you come here to the next element. You see that array of 2 is 0. So array of 0, which is this, should be made 2. And now you come at the last element. You see that array of 3 is 2. So array of 2, which is this, should be made 3. So this is the output 2031 that you would get. Yeah, so this is how we have to proceed. And when I say array of I equals to j, then this particular transformation should be made. Then these values which are being talked about are the values of the old array, not the new array. Okay, what I mean by that is, so let's say you saw that array of 0 was 1, so that was the reason you transformed array of 1 to 0. Okay, now when you move from here to here, okay, and you are trying to check what is the value of array of 1, that value should be the value of old array and not the updated value. Okay, otherwise you will be lost in a kind of loop kind of thing. Okay, so if in the old array this condition is true, then in the new array this condition should be made true. Okay. Okay, so guys, tell me one thing, if I take an extra array, will my job be extremely easy? It will be very easy, right? If I take an extra array, then my job will be very easy, right? So thing is very simple. Like here, for this particular example, for this particular input, I took an extra array and got my job done. So let's say my extra array is this temporary array, and now you happen to see that array of 0 is 1, so you would want to make array of 1 as 0. So in this particular array, at index 1, you can put the value 0. Okay, here again, when you move, when you are iterating over this array and come over here, you see that array of 1 is 3, so you would want to change array of 3, which is this thing, to 1. And this is how you would end up generating this particular kind of thing, okay, which is 2031. So using another array, you can easily get your job done. So this is an easy technique to get it done. So I think the code of this will be very simple. You can simply take a temporary array of the same size, and then you can simply iterate over the original array. Okay, so here you are iterating over the original array, which is this. And now what you can do is that, as being said, that if array of I is j, you should make array of j equals to I. So I can simply say that I want to make temp of what? J. This is like temp of j. And what is j? Array of I. So temp of array of I should be made equals to I. This is how you can do your job, and you will be solved. So by the way, if we try to discuss about this approach, just tell me what will be the time complexity of this approach. Time complexity will be order of n, right? And what will be the space complexity? Space complexity will also be order n, because you are having to declare another array of size n, right? So now think of it in this way, that can I solve this question without extra space? And there will be one last step after this, guys. That last step will be to copy the contents of temp into original array, because my purpose is to transform the original array itself. Okay, to achieve that transformation, I ended up using a temporary array, but my last step must be to copy these contents to the original array. Okay.